Hey guys, welcome back to Waters Family Homestead. Alrighty, I'm gonna show y'all something. We'll flip around right here. Look at there. That's the second set of baby chicks that we hatched. You see, there's 6 of them. We did 7 the first time, 6 the second time. And then there's 12 more in the brooder in the house. So I'm very well pleased with that. Now I sexed the first 7, and I think I got 3 hens or 3 roosters and 4 hens, but they're all in there at the feeder, and you see them standing over there by the little barnyard mix. So I've already collected the eggs. I filled their feeder up, and I'm putting start and grow in there because the teenagers and the mama hen, it ain't gonna hurt them. It's just extra protein, and it's gonna help them little babies get a good start. All the rest are doing well. We finally got a little bit of rain. Let's see. As you can see right there, we got right at a 1/2 inch. It's too blurry. Right at a 1/2 inch of rain today, and we had 4/10 of an inch yesterday. And it's not over with yet. We still got a few more hours. So supposed to be more storms later, and more storms later, and then more tomorrow. So I don't know if they're saying early to, late tonight, tomorrow early, or all day tomorrow. I haven't looked that far into it, but we're supposed to have more. So I did not take down the sunscreen. That thing is pretty porous. The rain goes through it pretty easy. The only thing is it does get a little bit heavier because of it. I probably should have taken it down, but so far it's hanging on. And you see the front flap here has not come loose. The back flap came loose and flipped over on top of the front one. So I'm just gonna leave it alone. Got some water in there. I should have probably took it loose and zipped it up, but I'll show y'all what I'm talking about. Y'all aimed at me. So the back flap flipped over on top of the front flap, but that's okay. It didn't hurt anything. There's a little bit of water on top of the boxes in there. So I have not looked to see. There's some on the tarp, but not much. So I'm probably gonna let it down and zip it up, or at least mostly zip it for tonight and tomorrow. And then there's one more thing I need to do, which I haven't done. My cat's at my feet meowing again. This old bed liner we're gonna use as a compost pile. See, I dumped when I cleaned out the brooder, I dumped their old feed and waste and stuff in there. I need to drill some holes in it so the water can drain out. That's why I cut that side over there. Why I cut that side is so I could get the water out of it, because it was holding too much water. And, if I'd have known I was going to use it for a compost thing, I probably wouldn't have done that, but it's all right. I'm going to drill some holes in it, let the water drain out so I can continue using it as a compost bin. So I walked and looked at the garden earlier when I got home. Ooh, the sun is blinding. I can't see the screen. I need to come out here and prune these squash and zucchini, especially the zucchini. But none of the squash are tied up yet. So I'm definitely got to do some of that. When this rain and stuff is over with, I'm going to come out and do some pruning and tie these up to the stakes. So they're doing really, really well. They're growing fast. You see how big that plant is right there. They're growing very fast. So this is the bed we planted red cherry tomatoes in, or sweet cherry tomatoes. Super sweet is what it's called, cherry tomato. And then basil along that back side right there. And already had that little bit of basil. So nothing has come up here. Nothing's come up in the strawberry bed over there. Nothing's come up in with the old onion bed, or that bed, or this one. But let me show y'all something. I planted some more green beans, garden beans, Blue Lake snap beans, what I call them, I don't know. But nothing's come up down here. But look, the first thing that come up, you see it popping up right there? The leaf hadn't come up yet, but you see it curled over. That's going to be the first thing that comes up. And then there's another one right here the leaf is pushing through. So I've got 2 green beans that are getting ready to pop up tonight or in the morning from all this rain we've had. Whew, no strawberries that I could tell looking at all this. And none of the cherry tomatoes, neither variety. So, whew, it is, I can't see the screen when that sun's hitting it, guys. But either way, I'm pleased with it. The grow bags, all the ones we transplanted. Let me adjust this. The grow bags seem to be doing really well. Some of them just haven't taken off and started growing up big yet, but that's okay. I'm looking at the tomato plants, see if I got any damage on any of them besides that one we had. And I do have a black light, so we come out with the little black light flashlight at night, and those hornworms will glow. They'll glow a bluish color, a bluish green color at night. But, you know, if you look for them during the day, you can find them. And that's what I'm doing. I'm looking to see if I can find one. See, there's a little spider on there. But I don't see any fresh damage. So whatever it was is not there now. And then all these others are still, they're growing. They're getting close to 3 inches tall. They're just not quite big enough to really take off yet, but they should. And this is the eggplant. I don't know how bad the screen is for y'all guys. The sun's blinding me. And that's the other eggplant. So I'm excited. Today is day number 4 since we planted. 4.5 probably, 4.5. So we'll call that a 4 or a 5. And for a couple of them to pop up that quick, I'm pleased with that. I'm looking at these other 2, the largest tomato plants. I need to add some more ties to it to hold it to the stakes. But they seem to be doing pretty good. And I don't see any damage from any pest on them, but it's got several blooms. About a half a dozen or more, probably 8 or 10 blooms on each plant. So I'm pleased with that. This both of these are approaching the 4-foot high mark, so I can live with that. Haven't had any time to get out here and do anything else. And thank goodness for the rain. I did not have to water yesterday, and I do not have to water today with that 1/2 inch of rain. God will water the garden for me, and I'm gonna be pleased with it and deal with it. So I'm not arguing. I was supposed to go by and buy more cat food today and more chicken feed. Supposed to do it yesterday and forgot. Supposed to do it today and forgot. So I just got back from my sister's across the road. I got some cat food from them, enough to feed him tonight and tomorrow. And then I'll go after work tomorrow or during lunch or something, depending on the weather. I don't like hauling in the back of the truck when it's raining. And it was raining on my way home. So I've got to go buy more chicken feed, layer pellets. I've got plenty of Start and Grow. And I've got to go buy some more cat food. And this is the week that I need to buy Sparky more dog food. Now his feeder is still 80% full. So he's got another week to a week and a half of feed left in his feeder. But I usually just buy it all at one time. So I can get his dog food from the same place I buy my chicken feed. And the cat food, they sell canned cat food, and they got a great price on it, but I don't feed Sparky canned cat food because he's an outside cat. Not Sparky, Louie, because he's an outside cat. I feed him dry cat food, and then that little, what we call his girlfriend, the black and white one, and her kitten that looks just like Louie, they come over and eat too. They just won't let me get close to them. But either way, I did not even collect eggs yesterday, guys. I'm standing here at the chicken pen. I picked about a pint of blueberries today and a pint of blueberries the day before yesterday. I didn't even go in there and pick either eggs or blueberries yesterday because it was raining, and I don't like getting soaking wet, and it was raining pretty decent. So I did go today. It's sprinkling a little bit. That doesn't bother me. I ended up getting about 26 or 27 for both days. So that's not terrible. That's not terrible. Maybe a couple more than that, but either way, that was 2 days worth. So I'm pleased with it. The baby chicks in the house are fine. I cleaned, as you saw, I've cleaned their brooder. I've filled their feeder. I gave them, cleaned their waterer today and filled it up fresh. They pretty much got to do that waterer every day. The feeder will go a couple of days, but that'll change too as they get bigger and eat more and more. So I'll probably go ahead and fill it up tonight just to make sure that they've got some through the night and through tomorrow while I'm at work. But either way, I'm pleased with it, guys. I'm happy that all the chicks are doing well. I'm happy that my chickens are finally laying better. The Rhode Island Reds are still only, I never get more than 5 or 6, and there's 11 of them. So they're still not laying as good as Rhode Island Reds are supposed to lay and have always done for me. But we're getting there. So these new chickens that I'm hatching and raising, I'm hoping will lay better. And when they start laying, all of my older chickens, y'all, this is a homestead. I'm raising food, not just eggs. So those chickens, as soon as the young ones are starting to lay, the older ones get butchered and put in the freezer, or as some people say, go to freezer camp. So, you know, I'm raising chickens for meat and for eggs, and it works for me. And I shared the food with my family, with my daughters and their families, and with my sisters and her husband across the road. And I even take some to my boss and a few people at work. So I also sell some. Now, I don't sell near as many as I should, but I also sell some. But anywho, I'm going to get off here. Let's see, what time are we at? 12 and a half minutes almost. So I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you very much for all the support you guys give me. I do have my microphone on today. As you can see, there's a little green light on it. And I can see the green light on the part that plugs in up here. So that tells me that it's working. And I know the audio will be a lot louder and a lot better. And maybe I can train myself to talk a little bit lower so it doesn't overpower the video. My old wireless microphone, Bluetooth microphones, was so loud the voice did not sound good to me on video, so I just quit using them. But I do appreciate y'all. Thank you for subscribing, hitting the thumbs up, leaving me comments. I've got some very dedicated subscribers that follow along and watch every video and always comment and send me emails. You guys are just flat awesome, period. I think you're some of the best people out there that support YouTube videos and channels, and I really, really do appreciate it. Y'all remember what I've always told you. Jesus Christ loves you, and so do I. Y'all be safe, be prepared. Grow some food.